Hello fellow gamers, my name is Nate and I'm here today to share with you my impressions and a little unboxing of the Pathfinder Beginner's Box, Pathfinder RPG. So a little background on me first. I am a beginner and this box is good for me, I think. I haven't played much. I haven't played much tabletop role-playing games at all. I just got interested in it just a couple months ago and decided I've been thinking about it for years, but I need to give it a go, and I think I would really enjoy this. So a couple months ago, I started reading the Pathfinder core rulebook, just kind of browsing some of the stuff online on YouTube. YouTube community has been really helpful to me for learning some of the basics. And I finally played in my first game about a week and a half ago. There was a local game shop that hosts some Pathfinder Society stuff, and so I decided to show up. I did. Guys were super helpful, and I had a blast, and I thought, I'm in, I'm sold. And so that's kind of where I'm at here. The beginner's box I wasn't actually going to get. I was thinking probably not getting it, just going for the core rule book. I don't have that yet. I just got it from the library, actually. But I thought if I get the beginner's box, maybe I can get some of my non-gaming friends into Pathfinder. I don't know. There's a greater chance, and maybe even my wife. Who knows? So I thought we'll give this a shot and see if I can get some, make it a little more accessible for others that I can play with. So let's take a look at what's in the box here. Really hard to open. Sturdy box. Got it from Amazon. $28 I think I paid for it. So got your polyhedral dice set here. As soon as you open it, it's got these really handy instructions just to kind of tell you, here's how to use what you find in the box. So I think that's cool. Trying to make it, again, very accessible. You can notice they got these ads on the edges too for all these other wonderful Paizo products. My impression is you can spend a lot of money on this stuff once you really get into it, and it's kind of overwhelming for a newcomer, but hopefully I won't have to spend too much. We'll see. So Hero's Handbook is one of the first things, and this tells you, first of all, it's got a handy section on the basics of role-playing games and how to play D20 games. So they have a little scenario that you can actually run solo just by yourself to kind of learn the systems and learn some of the basics. I thought that was pretty cool. Let's see, then getting started, creating your character. The beginner's box only has three races, human, dwarf, elf, and 4 classes. You can see them here. So it is limited beyond actual Pathfinder, but again, they're trying to simplify things. They're trying to make it more accessible. So overall, I think that's probably a good thing. Although I was kind of bummed I couldn't be like a half orc or I don't know, but it's all good. This is I think again a good way to make it accessible. Lots of stuff on spells and kind of creating your character here. Equipment. All sorts of stuff there on how to create a character and some of the basics of play. And so I think lots of good stuff in here for every player should probably familiarize themselves with this basic info. The Game Master should familiarize themselves with this, plus some of the other stuff in the box for sure. But we'll get to the Game Master guide in a second here. These are character sheets. You got pre-made characters. So for my friends who are totally new to this, I might, I don't know, I'll ask them, you want to create your own character? Personally, I think it's really fun to create your own character. That's part of the fun that I had with it so far, is just creating a couple characters. And they have these sheets you can do that with. But if they don't feel like it, these are pretty nice, and I have a feeling they might just go for this the first time. So you open these up, and you got really helpful really helpful tips on some of the basics of creating a character, playing your character. And just a lot of, it's very much annotated here. Then the blank character sheets are much more annotated than the regular thing too. You got your kind of like your dice here. some of the basics of that. And then if you look at like the skills, just for show you a comparison here, this is the actual Pathfinder sheet that I've been using from the core rulebook. You can see the skills column. Yeah, there's a lot more skills in actual Pathfinder. Again, a lot more races and classes and all that, but they're trying to make it accessible here and keep things fairly simplified. So I understand it, and I think that's a-okay. All right, so there's 4 of these blank sheets. They have a backside too for other stuff. All right, the Game Master's Guide is next in the box, and this is pretty cool. It's got a whole kind of like scenario in here. I wouldn't know if I would call it a campaign. I'm not sure what the lingo you would use is, but it's got a map for that the one dungeon that you can run here. So this is what I'm hoping to do with some of my friends, is have some friends over, get the wife involved, and say, all right, I'm going to run this, and it's got all the info you need and how to run a campaign as a game master. So there's like, I don't know, 10 encounters here in this dungeon, and I don't know, I'd imagine it might take an hour, maybe 2, depending on your group. I'm not really sure. I played it a little bit with my son, but hard to get a feel with a 5-year-old how long it would actually take. And anyway, I was helping him quite a bit, and that's fine. So yeah, there's a lot of kind of basic info here on how you can make your own adventures. So yeah, I don't know, that's kind of intimidating to me. I'm kind of wondering, and maybe others can answer this question, if you veterans out there, how do you do this? Is it all like kind of homebrew, like as they say, you kind of make up your own stuff? Or if I don't want to do homebrew, what's my other option? Are there actual like campaigns like this, with these scenarios this explicitly written out, that I can buy, or what are the options there? That's something I'm not really sure of yet, based on the research I've done. But yeah, they've got lots of good info for the GM here. Monsters, magic items, drawing a dungeon map, building an adventure, conditions, and like the various terrains and movement and stuff like that. Kind of got a mini bestiary here with all the stats on the monsters from the encounters here, and yeah, lots of other stuff. Nice maps. So really impressed with the quality of this stuff. This book is 95 pages. The Hero's Handbook is about 65. So yeah, looks pretty good to me. I'm looking forward to it. Other things here. The map. This map is one of the reasons I am glad I got the beginner's box. Even though I feel like I'm eager to get going without it. This I think will come in handy. Yeah, this is the dungeon from the encounter in the Game Master's Guide. And then it's also got on this side space for you to make your own. So this is dry erase, or maybe wet erase too. But anyway, this will come in handy for sure for future GMing. Then it's got these, and I cheated. This is not a true unboxing. They were in here. I busted them out and I've organized them already a little bit. But these are pretty awesome. So these are kind of to replace your miniatures. And they've got really good art, and yeah, I just think these are great mainly because they are way cheaper than buying miniatures. So yeah, it came with tons of these things, and they've got little stands you can put them on, and you can just get going. So yeah, there you go. So I think these are pretty cool. Yeah, I would love to have minis, but your pewter or whatever, or even plastic, but those are expensive, and as a newcomer, I'm not ready to make the investment in a whole lot of those yet. I'm thinking about probably getting a couple. It's also got the heroes, which yeah, these are cool. So it's got every race, all the races in the beginner's box, and all the classes too, and then it's also got your pre-generated characters. So yeah, I think again, the art is great, and I just think these are a great idea for them to include in something like a beginner's box. All right, so lots of those. Next in the box, you got the transition guide. We're getting toward the bottom here. Transition guide is for when you want to take your characters from the beginner's box to real Pathfinder. to the core rulebook version of Pathfinder. So I haven't looked at this much yet, but that's kind of what I know of it, and yep, I think that's kind of a good component to have. And from what I hear, this is a newer addition to the box, which seems like should have been something that they probably included from the beginning. And then they've got this nice ad inside, which I won't even bother taking out, for the adventure continues. Here's what else you can buy from us. So, yeah, which is good. Again, I'm hoping to get the core rulebook and maybe some of these other things if I'm going to GM. If I'm not, I'll probably just kind of roll with the core rulebook for a while and yeah, rely on what others have. So that's the Pathfinder Beginner's Box. I think it's a good product overall, and I'm looking forward to playing it. I'm definitely hoping to post my thoughts after playing it as well, so stay tuned for that. Overall, look for more videos from me about tabletop role-playing and kind of my journey in learning what it's all about and how to enjoy it. And hopefully I'll be posting some stuff on video games coming up soon too. So again, thanks for joining me. Happy gaming.